YouTube? It's your boy Slick Official, aka Slick Poppy, aka The Don. Dada back with another 3-peak video. You feel me? This is the number 3. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when I'm gonna post this. Probably either today or tomorrow. I don't know. But if you're seeing this, you're seeing it. Today we're reacting to Cenat just addressed everything. A lot of people on Kai's head talked about the school that he promised to build. I don't know how quick people think that, or how easy it is to build a school. I guess Mr. Beast, because everybody Mr. Beast, you could just make shit pop up in thin air like that, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we're gonna see what's going on and what he got going on with this school. You feel me? Let's get it.
Where's your school at, monkey? Huh?
Oh wow.
Where's your school at?
Cenat did a subathon. I'm gonna make a school. Kept all millions. I don't blame him. Get your bag, demon.
Look at this chopped ass nigga, bro.
Next year, I know what he's doing.
I'm speaking of truth, bro. Where's the proof that it's building schools? It could announce Mafia 3, but where the schools at? Huh?
That school and African thing really had me, mad, bro, because you really built your whole mafia-thon off of that. You feel me? How you gonna do that and then you just didn't do it? Like, that's so lame, bro.
15% of the
I'm just saying, like, how easy do y'all think it is to build schools? You think you could just build one in less than a year? Like, it's a process, bro. This is not no like store, nigga, that you could just build like what? Y'all is tripping, dude.
going to the school that I have been building in Africa. 15%.
Cenat gets a level of unfair treatment that I do not think is fair or equal across the different streaming platforms. Last month, there was a whole wave of people putting out why Cenat is hated videos that were outlining different people.
Mr. B said, Cenat is egoing me. Hey, yo.
Blatantly hating on Cenat. And most of them, if not all of them, have been debunked for reasons that were just honestly not proven to be valid. Honestly, those situations were small, but this situation with Cenat and his school honestly is going to stop a lot of streamers and other content creators from being philanthropic because audiences cannot control themselves. Going back to March 9th, 2024, Cenat on his tour to a bunch of different places stopped in Lagos, Nigeria to visit, you know, the country, see what's going on with the community, and his people, doing his
being
best
head, boy.
speed impersonation. But while he was there, he noticed that this school that they were in was in a bunch of different turmoil.
Hi. But this made me realize in life you gotta be very grateful for. So we're gonna see exactly what they need, what I can do to help them, and then they said the most that I can do today is give them the money give to them to see what they need. This is another classroom, so they learn stuff at. I went to school in a class that's 5 times bigger than this, bro, and we complain about going to school, bro. I'm going to help you today, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
This building is sinking. The building is coming down.
Okay.
It's sinking, so we are looking for support to bring it down and rebuild because something like that so that it can strong.
Yeah. Oh, like to make it strong?
Yeah.
Okay. The whole time I'm here, I'm gonna continue
sweating in that motherfucker.
And on top
No,
of
it's
that,
hot.
when I even leave, I would like to contact you guys out of
where they at? Nigeria?
So I want to see, like, next time I come here, it's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now call it what you want, but this is probably where my biases come in. One, I've worked with Cenat in the past, and from the things that I know, he very much enjoys children, seeing them grow, seeing them be educated.
Careful how you angle that.
He has done in the past on his YouTube channel, involve kids.
Careful how you angle that.
Videos, babysitting videos. He is very much pro children. And two, I've been to Ghana. Not saying
okay,
that
it's Ghana,
some
right?
sort of desolate place in all of Africa is this third world country that needs hands out. But ultimately, there are some places that do need some sort of financial backing. And if you can, as somebody who is, you know, wealthy or whatever the case may be, it would be good if you could reach back and put that hand out there and give a lot of money to people. So during that time, Cenat had a big revelation as to what he was going to do for his community. And I'm talking about the community abroad, being the kids in Nigeria. He decided that he was going to give 20% of his funds from the subathon to build a school in Nigeria.
The process of me building this new school in Nigeria has officially been stamped today, as in terms of like it's a go, okay? So this new school in Makoko for the kids that live in Makoko in Nigeria, I started working on the school. Right now.
Now this is a W idea. Again, if you got the funds and you can give your handouts to those that are is great.
See,
so the first portion where
I'd want to give it to the government, but I don't even know how the government is over there, bro. You don't know what they're gonna be using that money for. So it's like, best I could do is give it a charity, gang. You feel what I'm saying? Probably give it for them to buy supplies or like clothes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like $1.5 million for a school? I don't know, bro.
Though his next words let me know
That's
that
big
his
responsibility,
eyes
gang.
were bigger than his stomach, and he was about to bite off way more than he can chew.
If you're Africa or anything, or like Nigeria and stuff like that, and you know the best people that could hands down get the paint job good, get the right equipment they need, and is willing to get their hands dirty for the right amount of money to get paid and shit, let me know, okay? They are working very hard right now, removing what gotta be removed and shit, like getting the school ready and shit.
Now, Kai, that was a little bit out there. Granted, I believe Cenat has good intentions, and hindsight is probably 20/20 in this regards. But there's probably two things where Cenat went wrong here. One, he definitely probably should have already had the people who were in place to get this done. And not saying that he didn't. Maybe he just needed more resources to flood to that area. But two, and this is my problem with the internet that is going to show its ugly head later in the video, is that people want timelines. People want instant gratifications. People are addicted to, you know, something being started today and finished later on that same exact day. So the fact that Cenat didn't give timelines, which this is minuscule flag, this is just for the riders in the community that are watching him and going to criticize him, it may have been best to try to give some sort of timeline. Fast forward into 2025 and the riders are riding.
Cenat, where's your school at, monkey? Huh? Where's your fucking school at?
People started making up false narratives.
This fat ass nigga, bro. He be getting me tight, bro. Him and his little brother, fucking
Cenat had done nothing in comparison to others
cuff
like
him.
Mr. Beast and his community and his crew to see if there was some sort of progress or anything like that. They just started dick riding extremely hard. Now, there could have been good intentions behind what Aiden and Cuffham are doing in this next clip, but people were going even to the extent of pulling in Nigerians from Nigeria to check them to see if Kai was building his school.
Cenat or a different Kai? Which one?
Cenat, he's building a school in Nigeria. I'm saying, can you live in Nigeria, so can you confirm for your own self so they can get off his dick online? That's what I'm asking you.
I mean, I saw videos, so that's enough.
Okay, all right.
W Kai, man. W Kai.
W Kai on God.
This is so weird to me. Look, I don't want to bring up racial
My boy
elements,
just
but
checking
it's
dude,
so
just
strange.
like you on his meat, bro.
But it's strange to me how when Cenat does anything, especially these charitable things, there's always this pressure to have it done soon, quick, fast, in a hurry, with people having to verify that he's getting it done. But when we see others like Mr. Beast and his crew,
That's because he be making his videos in advance, bro. That's a cheat code, dude.
There's no checkup.
Let me get it done before I even make the video. Then when I make the video, when I get it done, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you got the results right there.
People may be able to point to a track record for Mr. Beast as to why people don't point at those things, but from my understanding, they've never followed through with these things. A large portion of that is because it's cool to hate. First of all, I don't understand why people were asking so many questions when there were continuous updates from Kai about the school.
So I'm gonna give y'all some little inside story. We built a school full of classrooms and stuff in Makoko, like over the river, but due to storm, a lot of it got messed up. Like money that we spent, dead got messed up, chat. Like orders aside, like there was a storm, it messed up a whole bunch of stuff, but we're back. To the kids of Makoko, I will be back. I will be back, and when I'm back, the school is going to be done. We raised a whole bunch of money to fund it, and also I will also be putting in more money on top of it to make sure we can fund all the staffs in the school and everybody who works there and shit.
The second part about this is I don't understand why people thought that a school would pop up instantly, and that's the
Facts.
problem with the instant gratification here. This isn't a slight or a knock at Mr. Beast, but I think that this may be a reason as to why people think that this is the reason why Cenat should have the school up earlier. Is because when Mr. Beast does his philanthropic efforts, there's this gamified version of it put on video where people are staged up as having the final results be put in their face, which isn't the reality of doing these sorts of endeavors. Like, these things take time. I don't know why people thought it would happen overnight.
Why y'all acting like a school takes a couple of months to build?
Now going into this Mafiathon 3, Cenat has promised 15% of this subathon to go straight to the schools of Nigeria, which, another round of applause. But because he is him and because he needs to cover his tracks because of the hate that he gets, he is having to do something that people don't have to do on the internet, which sounds crazy, but at the same time, we don't hold people to the same standards, so it is crazy that they're asking him to do this. He has to now prove himself. I mean, over the top, prove himself that he is actually doing these things the responsible way.
I don't want to keep y'all out holding. I don't want to go into further explanation by me doing it. So I have slowed
This is the
down.
longest I've ever seen a nigga without a retwist.
And from South
I ain't gonna lie.
all the way
My
to
boy
the
look like he got that shit crocheted on, my boy.
and to explain the entire
My boy look like he got the Tyler Perry dreads. Tyler Perry dreads.
The new
I'm not sure people realize what it takes to actually launch a school, especially when you build it. You need to find the land, you need to buy the land, you need to get authorization from the
If
government.
you close your eyes, you will not see what
You
you're
need to
seeing.
actually build a school.
You will not picture
And
what
then
you're
you need
seeing.
to hire your teachers and get your accreditation from the ministry. So for us who have launched 16 schools in 10 different African countries, we know it can't take less than 2 years.
She got to be like
That's
South African,
impossible, especially
something like
if you
that.
want to do things right, and we want to do things right.
Absolutely. Do things right by complying with all legal and regulatory requirements in Nigeria is important to ensure that we have a school that is sustainable and lasts for posterity.
This is the screenshot of the money sitting in the account. Okay? Listen, the foundation balance is currently at 1.1 million. The foundation raised 1.2 million. Mafiathon 2 funds raised that we did was 976,000.
That's so nasty.
Benny Blanco donated 25,000. Thank you, Benny. Shout out to Benny. Benny. I had a personal donation of 128,000 to cover all computers and equipment. The NFL donated $100,000 as well.
I think that that's so nasty. Not that he's raising money, but the links and extremes
That he has to go to prove that.
Verify the fact that he's giving money and being charitable to the community is so sick and disgusting. This isn't some crowd-funded effort.
That's
No,
Twitter
this is
for you. That's
misguided.
Twitter. That's definitely
This is a
Twitter.
situation where he's asking
Niggas on
other
Twitter, bro.
streamers to donate
Where's your proof that it actually happened? Where's the proof? Show me that it really happened. Like for everything. This is not even just for that.
Contribution. Sure, we had 2 people donate their money, but my God, the level of microscope that is put on Cenat in this endeavor is just, honestly, it's racist. I'm just gonna call it out for what it is.
Call it out for what it is, 'cause that's
all
exactly
that
what it
I
is,
can
my boy.
think of when I hear this. Granted, some of this is troll. Granted, some of this is Kick versus Twitch streaming. Granted, some of this is all these other things. But there is a level of racism that is ingrained
Most
in this
definitely.
situation that
It gotta
cannot
be.
be ignored by me. Now, I don't even care if you would love to have everybody universally that does these sorts of donations be this transparent about these things. Hey, I would think that that's like a phenomenal thing. Transparency is great to me. It's the consistency in which we try to hold people to these standards that I am just not seeing as a whole. This man has his address on this statement right here from
Oh,
Chase
shit.
Bank.
See,
What
niggas
kind
like
of
me
shit
not
is
even gonna
that?
pay
I'm
attention
okay
to it,
with
but
these
that's just niggas like me. You got
fundraising
scammers in the
events
motherfucker.
that
Go ahead.
streamers and other
Let me find out,
content
Omar.
creators put on. But
You over
if
here
this is the
swiping.
standard
Swipey
we're gonna
swiper.
have to do it to, I don't think there's gonna be many more of these, because this is honestly annoying and invasive. I think that there's this unrealistic expectation for content creators to do more and be more in the political sphere. Granted, we want the biggest voices in the world to, use their voice to say different things and give different opinions, but I think that this Cenat school in Nigeria situation is a testament to what these content creators are, and it's just entertainers. A lot of them are young, naive, and ignorant to the severity of these places and spaces that they're getting into, and the depth of the situations that some of these things that they want to contribute to are in. And even when they do go into the routes that Cenat is going into, head first, knee deep into building a school, they get chastised. And from a sense of like being a part of some sort of greater conversation that deals with politics, etc., I would much rather him do that than some of the performative actions that we've seen in the past with like the Nelk Boys, or any of these times where Eric Adams has been on streams, or hell, even I Show Speed being on Capitol Hill a couple of days ago. So although Cenat may have bit off more than he can chew from the stance of, hey, this school was much more in depth, I think that I would rather see them, I'm talking about content creators and streamers, take this stance politically, take this stance for the greater conversation where they're actually putting their voice and word to actual use and do something good with it, than be this performative show where they're allowing the greater politicians who have like active cases come onto their streams and spit their gobbledygook ass rhetoric to try to navigate people's eyes left, right, and sideways.
Facts.
But if people are gonna hold these people to these unrealistic ass standards, I just don't know how much longer we are gonna see people do good things, and the people that are really gonna suffer are those that are in need. This is gross, but W Kai.
Yeah, man, definitely W Kai. Well, that's the end of this video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all comment down below your thoughts. You feel me? Hit the like button and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side, because guess what? We is locked in. Let's get it.